All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Reach Beyond. I'm Dennis Craig.
And I'm Charity Wise.
And we are excited to be here with you guys tonight. What an awesome service.
Wow.
That was so much fun.
That guy was great. I laughed so hard. I love when you get a message and you can laugh throughout it, but it gives you some hard-hitting points. So you get a little break where you're like, oh, and then some laughter.
Adam always does a great job. I always laugh. First time I ever heard him speak was my first time at the Reach at City Park, and he was speaking that night. And I told him afterwards, I was like, "You remind me of like a Christian Larry the Cable Guy."
That's what my husband said.
Yeah,
that's exactly what my husband said.
He's got that Southern accent. He
does.
Tells the stories, but like
no sleeves.
Yeah, everything is so relatable.
Right.
And to hear his story of COVID and the heart issues and just the fact
dealing with anxiety. You know, it's very rare that a pastor, a teacher, a leader will say, hey, I'm dealing with anxiety right now, or I'm dealing with depression right now. That's like a no-no.
Even admitting
it's very refreshing. It's very refreshing when someone says, hey, I'm dealing with this.
I'm sharing our Reach Beyond podcast to everyone.
All right.
Jeremy, come here.
Oh, my goodness.
So we always introduce people. And boy, I ain't kidding with you. Get over here. This is my good friend, Jeremy. Jeremy has been a part of the Reach since the Reach started. He's been coming out with the guys, with the Malta Mafia. They roll deep.
New Hope.
Yep, and New Hope. And Jeremy is, we like to call him the true hype man. He'll be shouting out true worship. He'll be shouting out everything. But like, I mean, seriously, we've been doing this with some people. You didn't know we were going to do it, but I'm going to give you this mic, and I just want you to tell people, this is our online family. This is anybody watching from home. Why do you come here? Because you drive an hour. Every Sunday, sometimes twice a week, coming back and forth, and you do this willingly. You don't have to. Why do you come to be a part of the Reach? Why is this so important to you?
I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong thing, Dennis, to be honest.
You can't say the wrong thing.
But for me, I feel like it's more, Tim gives a fire message every time. You guys are loving. Y'all representing Jesus. For me personally, I just feel like it's different than some other churches, I feel like. You know what I mean? I'll just be honest. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. You know what I mean? It's a little different. But I like it, and I enjoy it, and I love all you guys. And to see the growth in the place is what really makes me, to be honest.
Excited.
I like that, to see. Because we was in a city park with no chairs. You know what I mean? And to see the growth in the building, and I just love it, man. And that's part of my recovery is Jesus, you know what I'm saying? So,
that's awesome.
I love it. I love you guys.
See, there ain't no wrong answers.
You guys do. Because certain churches, and I go to our pastor Jamie White church, love it. Love the church. But it's a little different here. The music and the up-hype, you know what I mean? I like that, and I enjoy it. So.
Exactly. Well, thank you.
You can't say if you say the
there's
wrong
no
thing,
wrong answers. There's never any wrong answers.
You should listen to Dennis and I sometimes.
Yeah.
You would be like, okay.
Jeremy, I appreciate you, brother.
I
love you.
Thank you
I love all
much.
that you guys do too, man. You guys do a lot too, and I appreciate you guys.
Well, thank you.
You check out the website. It's fire, dude. It's fire. You should check it out. All
right,
that's Jeremy's awesome. We love Jeremy.
I love how you just sneak attack now.
Oh yeah, I'm not scared.
I think it's better to sneak attack them when they don't have time to think about this crazy stuff, and they get nervous.
Absolutely.
Because I've noticed the couple that we've given a heads up.
Yeah.
They don't do as well as the ones that we just
freak out.
hey,
they come on, they're like, hi.
Yeah.
And they go, the camera's your friend. I want to take a moment. Tonight was, this whole idea with Revive the City that Tim had was the fact that he really felt like that this year everything was gonna be bigger. It was gonna be greater, a greater harvest, a greater feeling, a greater emotion. And he stopped before and talked to us a little bit about the fact that he wanted the whole idea of a revival. The whole idea is that he wants to raise up this area.
Right.
It is. If a lot of you that are watching from home, if you're not from Parkersburg, you may not know the area that we have a building in. Okay, but I've lived in this town since I was 4 years old. I went away for a little bit, came back, and I've seen this area just fall into decrepitness. Whether it's poverty, drugs, violence, everything. When Pastor Tim chose a location for this building, he did it intentionally.
Right. These are the people that God is calling to rise up.
Yes.
When God says a harvest, and God, you talk about warriors. You know, you get people through addiction, and when they've been that low,
Yeah.
and then they find something that really fills that void.
Yeah.
When they find God, and it is like an excitement and a fire, and they are warriors. Jeremy, that was just here.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like he said, he's the hype man. It's because they've been so low.
Yeah.
That when they get a hold of Jesus, it's like unbelievable.
Yeah,
It's unbelievable.
His crew that he was a part of, there was this group of guys. When I'm telling you that, like, we would worship and they would be the loudest ones. They are up in front dancing and going crazy. And
Right.
And I asked him once, I was like, why are you all so extra,
Right.
about
I
things?
mean-
And he said, are you kidding me? Do you know what I've come out of?
Right.
How can I not be more extra? And this is the
Have
problem.
you met my Jesus?
Yeah, exactly. Don't
Right.
tell me whether I should be extra or not when I know just how much extra God's given me in
Right.
my world,
That's what I love about this place. I feel like there's just such an excitement, it's not like, they're like children.
Very much so, yeah.
God says that we should come to Him as children, right?
Excitement and
Childlike
fun and-
faith.
yeah.
And this, we've been around church for a while.
Oh, a bit, yeah.
So, sometimes you just get where you're like, okay. And then, you come here and you get that childlike faith back.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing. Like, it just renews, everything that you knew when you were younger.
We talked about it in one of the episodes, or with our True Steps program. We talked about the fact that with presence, with showing up, there are folks, and you guys that aren't here. It may not be something you can help. Maybe it is.
Right.
There are some people that they go through the whole, I don't need to be in church to be a Christian. I can
Right.
go out into the woods and get my Jesus. I was like, you know what? And I was like, surprised. You don't have to go to church to be a Christian.
Right. You don't.
But you have to be in a fellowship of believers if you want a full
Right.
Christian life. And the
I always
folks
think if
like
you wanna-
us, like
if
I
you wanna
hate
be
the fact
happy.
that, yeah. Like I'm now the old Christian, like especially at this church.
Yeah, we're old.
Like
We're
I am
old.
one of the old crowd, and I never would have considered that I ever be part of the old crowd.
No, right.
But legit, like you've got all
But
these
it's really
20
cool.
somethings and then us. And what it is this:
It's cool.
is that those young folks, and I'm going to use a word that scares people, especially with me, is that those young folks that are just starting can be helped by my wisdom.
Right.
Or just the wisdom of older people, like not necessarily my wisdom,
Right.
because that would scare a lot of people too. But at the same time, I've now become the stay out of my yard guy, like
Right, yes.
cranky. That
Yeah, that's my
I
husband.
see their passion and their enthusiasm and their excitement, and it lights that fire in me again.
It does. It's like you get a whole new boost of flame, of fire, it's hard to explain.
Yeah, it is.
But it's like, it's not that you ever lose with Jesus. You love Him and you worship Him and stuff.
But it's become a
But
slow
it's a-
burn. It's
right.
that you're just the coals now.
Exactly.
The lighter fluid done ran out. You're just the coals.
Right.
You're still light. You're still lit. You're still connected in the spirit.
And this puts you back into
It's that
bonfire.
fresh fire, yeah.
Like
That's
a
exactly-
bonfire.
And that's what he was talking about tonight. I didn't even realize that when Pastor Adam was talking about that God's
Losing
going
your
to
shine.
give a new heart and going to give a new mind,
Right.
and a new fire.
Exactly.
And that's something different. That excitement, a perfect example of it. Melissa Matos, our social media
Melissa,
director, come on up here.
Come over here.
You know what? If you can believe it, I'm going to give you
Come
my
all the way. Right
microphone.
here,
Come
right
here. Come here. I'm going to give you my microphone. I'm going to step out of the way.
Oh, my.
And I want Charity
Oh,
to
my.
talk with you because you guys are friends. I want to talk to you about. We were talking about
we're
these
friends.
folks that are kind of more new in the faith. And
Right?
I don't know if we can make this work.
we can do this. That fresh fire
Right.
that
Yeah.
you bring to it. So talk a little bit about what the reach that is done with her.
That's exactly what we're going to do. Hello.
Hi,
This is
Charity.
my best buddy. So, first off, just introduce yourself.
I'm Melissa Matos.
And what do you do here?
I'm the director of social media, and I'm also part of the worship team.
Yes. But when she says director of social media, like she creates things, several things daily.
Lots of things.
Lots of things. And then yells at us if we don't share them.
Yes. That's part of my job
It is.
description. Yeah.
So why do you like this church? Let me just put you right on the
Well,
spot.
I love this church.
Yes.
First of all, don't just like it. I love it. Except for that, Pastor Dennis Craig, not too much. But well,
Gets picked on.
because it's family.
Yes.
And so I had a super hard time finding some place where I felt like I fit in.
Right.
Because, I mean, I'm just me, and there's not really a box to put me in. But I really did. I had a hard time. I needed to be somewhere where people made me understand that I was loved and I was accepted the way I was, somewhere that I could grow and people were going to love me as I was growing.
Right, because when you first get saved, after, there's a whole story with Melissa, and you can check that out. We're not going to get in that because that will take a whole show.
Long time.
But after you were saved and you're on fire, and sometimes you don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
And so
most of the time I don't.
Right. So when you come here, and there are, like Dennis and I, old people, we've just known Jesus. We've had a relationship with him. And so, when you ask questions and we can talk about it, and it's not you're going to do this correction,
Right.
It's more like
Dennis sometimes.
Well, sometimes with Dennis.
Just don't be dumb. That's just Dennis's
Yes.
advice to me.
But I think here it's a family.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
it's like it's fathers talking to daughters and mothers talking to sons and sisters talking to each other. So when you talk about family, we know we get irritated with each other.
Yeah.
Extremely sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's real family. Right?
Yeah,
It is. That's
it is.
family.
Yeah.
So that is what I love about here. I love that people like Melissa come in, and when I've been, with a relationship with Jesus for a while, and like Dennis said, we were the coal, right? So people like Melissa, people like Jeremy who come in and had a void that was filled with Jesus.
Yeah.
Like her excitement makes me excited. And then my excitement excites my family, and it's very contagious. It's
Yeah.
very contagious. But that's why Jesus says, go out, spread the word, the gospel. It's
Yeah.
for our own good. Anyway, all right, what?
I think.
I have to go away now.
I'm reclaiming my space from.
Yes, because, well,
Here, I will actually
listen,
move
Dennis
forward
knows
here.
that Melissa and I and our producer, not to be named or talked about, could talk for hours.
Hours and
Yes,
hours
for hours.
and hours
I tried to keep it on
and
topic.
hours. Hey, Scott Ellison, Chris Lash, my cousin, is watching from Pittsburgh. Hi, Chris. Good to
Awesome.
see you guys. I'm jealous because you guys got way more snow than I did. So anyway,
I'm
but-
over the snow.
And we were talking about the fret that fire and the excitement. The thing that I love is this: is that we've had those moments. We have experienced them.
Right.
So now when we get to see somebody else experience them, it's just such a message of what the gospel tells us to do,
Right.
which is go into the world, preach the gospel, baptize them, in the name of the Father and the Holy Spirit. And so when we see people get it,
Right.
when they finally
Like,
get it,
well, because like the pastor said tonight, you get weary. You get weary. So when?
my favorite thing he said was, "I'm not complacent. I'm just tired."
Tired,
I
right.
lost it because that was me for a long time. Buddy goes,
Right.
"But no, I actually am complacent. Don't be making faces. I'll make you come on here." And people got to know that's going to be like the big thing now from now on. If
Yeah,
we catch
if they
you
do
in the
that,
video
you're
screen,
in.
like dancing around. Yep, Terry, I know you left already. You took my dog with you. He's got a puppy that is
Hi,
like my best
Terry.
friend. I love the puppy. Hey,
We love
Terry.
Terry
We
here.
love you, buddy. Although, Terry, I got to tell a funny story about Terry. He's in my True Steps group, and it was his birthday.
Just acknowledge
So
our producer.
Tim Kraft, our pastor, bought a cake
Oh,
for Terry
yeah.
for his birthday, and we got it out there
Like,
saying
right,
happy
the
birthday.
nice thing,
And I
nice
said, "You
thing.
want to?" I said, "I got the knife." I'm like, "You want me to cut your piece?" He goes, "I'm diabetic. I can't eat the cake." I felt so horrible. We all felt so bad. I mean, I still ate
So
the cake.
bad that everyone ate the cake.
I still ate the cake, but I still felt bad that we did
But that's
that.
okay. Terry got a
We got him
couple
some
really
T-shirts
cool
and blessed him
shirts, yeah.
anyway. So, but
Yeah.
it was hysterical because Dennis
Even-
tried to kill him.
Dennis
apparently.
tried
I
to
didn't
kill
buy
him,
the
but
cake. The pastor did.
Kill him with
So-
kindness. Kill him with kindness. That's what we were.
All right, so this
But we love
weekend
Terry.
we've got two other services. Tomorrow morning at 10:30, we will start our pre-Reach Beyond about 10:15. We'll
Okay.
be on for 15 minutes, and
I just found that out.
yes,
Okay.
and we've got all kind of like technical aspects and everything else that we're doing. we are, and I meant to announce this, and I think I did a little bit beforehand, but we announced it during service. We've got a brand new website. We've
Yes.
got new giving platforms. We have a new app coming out within the next 2 weeks. We hopefully are going to have we've got a new live streaming platform that we almost used right if I knew the difference between Eastern Standard and Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah, he just
But-
thought he was on vacation.
Yes, but we'll
It's
be
okay.
prepared for tomorrow that hopefully it works tomorrow because this is going to be awesome because we'll also be live streaming, not just recording it, live streaming it to our YouTube channel
Very
for the
cool.
Reach United as well. So it'll live stream all at the same time and it's going to be a fun time. But all right, other things to come with tonight that Tim brought up. I'm so excited for March 15th. Eddie James.
Oh, Eddie James.
is going to be coming. If you have
Talk
never
about
experienced
exciting.
an Eddie James service, that man, I mean, I ain't trying to be hateful. Eddie is an old person. Like, he's in his 50s. That man can outlast
Eddie is amazing.
Can outlast any one of us in a worship service. That man be singing and jumping and dancing, and I'm panting, and he's just going strong.
I love it.
But
Like
Eddie was Tim's spiritual father.
Right.
Tim learned under Eddie, and it's such a blessing to have him come and be a part. But he's
Eddie was
coming
like the
on
first
Tuesday.
music that I was introduced to,
Yeah?
the first Christian music I was introduced to, and I'm so thankful because, there's all kinds of
And
different levels of it.
a lot
and
of
Eddie
people
was
don't
very,
realize they know.
Yeah.
And they don't even know they know his songs until you start doing the whole. I'm going to clap a little louder
Right.
than before, and then they're like,
Right.
"Oh, that's his song." Yes, that's
Exactly.
his song. But Eddie's going to be coming on Tuesday, the 15th of March at 7 o'clock, and doing a whole evening of worship and music here at our church. We will, because we are limited in space.
I was gonna
we are
notice that.
actually going to be asking people to go to the Reach website and register.
Right, I was going to say I didn't
For
know
that
if
event.
reserve.
We're not charging for the event. There will be a love offering taken for Eddie. There'll be
Right.
merchandise
But
available.
we can't be shut down by
by the fire department
chief.
for us
Right.
having too many people here. But we
And I think
we
we
have
will.
some overflow areas that might
Right.
be used, but we have to be careful for that. So you guys will be
Now,
getting details about
when
that.
can you register for
You'll
that?
be getting some details about that in the
Oh,
coming
okay.
event. I should have the registrations
get
up
ahead
and
of him.
going. I should have the registrations up and going probably, or I would say around Wednesday of this week.
Okay.
So they'll have a full 2 weeks to register for the event. We can get a number and account beforehand. I want to remind everybody, if you don't tune in the rest of the weekend, we've got our Bible studies, both of them, women's and men's, on Tuesdays.
At
Wednesdays,
6,
yeah,
and
6 o'clock for the
6 o'clock
women's.
women, 7 o'clock for
And
men.
that's the one that Tonda McDaniel leads.
Yes.
All of a sudden, I forget the name of the book. We said it last week.
Joyce Meyer's Battlefield of the Mind.
Battlefield of the Mind is what they're working through.
Excellent
that was correct.
book.
And then the men's Bible study will be this Tuesday at 7. We're working our way through the book of John. I believe we're on chapter 5 this week, so we're pretty excited about that.
Then Dennis's class, True Steps, is at 6 o'clock.
This week we are talking about service. Actually, our responsibility, how becoming involved in the ministry and serving others is the culmination of actively living a Christian lifestyle,
Right.
is when you finally become the hands and feet of Jesus for other people.
Right.
Thursday night we have our True Teens at 6:30.
True Teens, and it's growing.
It is.
It is.
And
We
your
started
son
with
is a big
3.
part of that
Oh,
growth. Gavin is doing a great job.
Listen, if you know Gavin and you have teens, you know how charismatic he is. They follow him around
Like puppies,
little
yes.
ducks. He's
Yes.
like the mama duck. But we've grown from 3. I think the last time we had 9.
Yeah.
I
it's
mean, and that's
growing
only
week
been
by
in 2
week.
weeks.
2 weeks. It keeps growing.
so-
Gavin's doing a great job. Elizabeth Johnson helps with that. Logan
Logan,
Barnhart's a huge
yes.
part of that as well.
They have food. Hello, teens.
They have food. They have fellowship. They have
pizza,
games. It's gonna be
tacos,
fun.
all
And
kinds of different. I like
we're
to
ac-
sneak in
We're
there.
actually trying to work through this soon. We're going to do some kind of lock-in-ish events.
Oh my goodness!
I'm
I hope you'll
personally
be.
not
I
gonna
hope
be a
you'll be
part of that.
working that.
I will
yes.
not be a part of that, but they're
Listen,
planning
remember
on
when we
doing
said
it.
we were old school? How many lock-ins
Not-
have you done?
Listen, I was a youth
I'm-
pastor for 12 years.
Yeah, 7.
So that's
7,
all I
so-
did for 12 years was lock-ins.
So I'm
and
out.
I'm
out.
We have paid our dues right here.
I will listen.
Yes.
I will get pizza. I will deliver
I
it.
think
I will bring pop.
our producer would be really good at lock-ins. We
We're
should
not
mention
allowed.
that to her
We're not allowed
later.
to mention her.
All right, you're
No,
right.
we're not allowed
so
to mention
then
her.
also
That's
High on Hope.
the person that cannot be named.
Yeah, the person that cannot be named. She's now become Voldemort. That just happened on TV right now. Oh my gosh. So much I could do with that, but I have to stop. All right.
We are in so much trouble.
We are. Well, me more than you. All right. High on Hope is also at 6:30.
Yes.
With Austin Alexander heading that up.
It's
worship
getting
that
large.
night. It's getting bigger and bigger.
It really
and
is.
bigger.
It's great.
And it's just and it's also growing in spirit each week.
Yes.
Ashley Baker, if you guys did not get a chance to
go
watch
back
her
and
video,
watch
go
it.
back to the High on Hope Facebook page and watch it because her talk was
The
amazing.
last couple of Micah's was
Yes,
before
it was
that.
fantastic as
I
well.
mean, oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Like,
and even just the give and take of Tim and Austin after Ashley was
Right.
really, really on point. So
It was.
definitely want to check that out. And then they're going to be doing the Big Book Bible Study at 8 o'clock directly following High on Hope. And then Saturday
Is Reach the
at 2
Streets?
p.m. with Reach the Streets. And then some other special, again, tomorrow at 10:30 a.m., 6:30 p.m. for Revive the City. Our sanctuary opens up 45 minutes before each service. So 9:45.
Now, who's speaking tomorrow?
Tomorrow morning is Pastor Tim Kraft. He's going to be
Okay.
doing a message called, it's going to be Revive, Execute,
Oh.
which has been awesome. The graphic is so cool if you didn't get a chance to see it. And then in the evening will be Pastor Vanessa Smith, Pastor Adam's wife,
Oh,
who will
okay.
be
I'm
talking
excited
about
for that.
it's generational, and I can't remember the name, Revolution.
I'm
Generational
super excited
Revolution.
because
So it's, yes.
her husband said she's way better than him.
Yeah, she is.
And he was great.
If there was
He
ever
great.
a definition of a firecracker, it is her. She
Yeah.
is loud.
Sweet.
She is fiery. It is awesome to watch. So definitely want to check that out. And
Very
then
cool.
again, February 7th, anyone who serves in the meeting, we're going to have our serve night. We're going to have a meeting that evening. So please, February 7th, our serve night. And if you are interested in volunteering for serving, you can
Show
do
up.
that through our website as well.
Which is really cool.
Yes.
Yes, and you can
I
come
just
to
said,
that.
yeah, and you can come to February 7th to find out about all the different
Right.
areas in our ministry.
Whether you're but Pastor Tim also wants everyone that is serving.
Yes, everyone
right
who
now.
is actively serving, like Micah, our security leader. Anyone
Micah
who
and Brian
serves
Wise, our
actively
ground
in
bear.
our meeting or in our ministry needs to be there at
like
that February
children.
7th meeting. I know.
They're children.
Let me tell you right now.
Oh my.
I,
Oh, wow.
The sad part is, I am a teacher. I feel very much like I'm a teacher right now. Like this is my classroom and I can't
I'm
get
a mother
control.
of boys.
Yes.
So I feel like going, sit.
Right. So
But actually, it's not. It's fun. They're fun. They're actually part of our security.
they are.
And
They're
things
part of
are
our
winding-
security.
Things
if
are
that
winding
tells you.
down so they can have a little bit
have
more
a little
fun
bit
right
more
now.
fun. But they're actually usually very serious about their job.
They are.
We always feel safe. What? Oh, TJ, come here. I'm going to invite my son,
Yeah.
TJ, up here. TJ, what
Take the
do
sucker
you
out of your
guys?
mouth.
I want you guys to talk about. I want you to talk about for a minute how True Kids works. Like when they come in, like what do you guys usually do?
We come in and we basically get our food. We pray for it, and then and then we do our lesson. She asks us if we told anybody about God, and then we usually pray it out.
Pray it out.
Yeah, in a circle. She's in the middle. She prays for everybody. She asks, "Do we have any prayer requests?" She does those, and then
And she don't play around with prayer, does she?
no.
No, she is in there, hand on the head and praying.
Not like you.
I love this right now.
Yeah.
So do
mean,
you
there
do
are
a Bible
sometimes-
study, like a little lesson every week?
What?
Like, do you have a lesson that you do every week, like a little worksheet, or do a craft?
No, we don't. Sometimes we'll do a craft, but we don't do worksheets.
Oh, okay.
But you have a lesson of some kind
Yes,
about the Bible
yeah.
and a craft.
Yeah, but on
and a
Sundays
snack.
I do it twice.
Yeah, and a
Oh,
snack.
well,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, can you also occasionally look at the camera? The camera's right there.
Yeah, I know.
So this is your chance. This is your
Yeah.
moment in the sun. Does everyone notice TJ's haircut today? He wanted his haircut like Pastor Tim.
Nice. It's nice.
Because it is not his father or stepfather that is his hero. No, no, no. It is Pastor Tim.
To get your hair cut, I mean, I'm just going to stop right there.
Okay. I love you. Go
I'm
away.
just going to stop right there.
Go. All right, so True Kids, we offer True Kids during every single service that we have.
They stay for worship.
Yep, they stay
because
for the
we
worship.
absolutely believe that is just the Holy
And
Spirit.
as soon as the music is done,
they
they
are
go
off.
in.
We get rid of them. No.
Yep. Now, I'm going to get this last part out if it kills me. If you serve for our ministry, we are asking everyone to come to the February 7th serve meeting.
Yes.
If you serve, though, we are asking every single person that serves in our ministry
Yes.
to be a part of that meeting that night.
Whether you clean the church,
Doesn't matter what
security,
it is,
anything.
any involvement. All right. We want to thank you guys for watching tonight. We ask you guys again, please, tomorrow morning, 10:15, we'll start with Reach Beyond, and then 10:30 the service starts. Invite you guys also tomorrow evening, 6:15 for Reach Beyond, 6:30 for service. We love you guys, and we hope you guys have an amazing night. Bye.
Good night.